Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Hi guys, how are you? So we are moving on with Alcyone Light Healing. I can't remember the exact number that we're on, but I know it's level 5 and we are doing Trance Dance. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it, and then I'm going to do like a thing where it's like you can kind of get relaxed, and then I will do like a little trance dance, and you're welcome to do it with me, like at home, if you're wanting to try it out and see if you like it. A lot of times people will blindfold themselves while they're doing it. Kind of, it helps to like cut you off from the outside, because the whole point of these things that we do, whether we are trance dancing or we are playing the steady beat of the drum and going on like a shamanic journey, if we are going on a plant ceremony, if we are sitting in circle and, sweat lodge, like there's so many things that people do. And the whole, point of it basically is to reach an altered state of consciousness that we're not normally doing in our mundane tasks. So it's basically like another form of meditation. And I know a lot of people can't meditate. They're like, oh, I can't meditate. Meditate's too hard. Like, I suck at meditation. But these are the things that are out there that you could do that are like, oh, like I'm just gonna do that, because that's basically the same thing. Like trance dance is basically moving to energy and frequency and the beat that is coming through. And some people do it really like ecstatic, like crazy. They just rah. Some people are more just about going with the energy of the beat, or like the energy of the energy. Like if it's like slow moving energy, they're good with that. Some people do it for different reasons. Like you can do it to manifest. You can do it with intention. I would always do it with an intention, but your intention can vary. You could be like, I want to work on healing trauma that I went through. Like I want to release wherever it is in my body. I want to release that tension that I'm holding because of it. I want to release my pain that I have associated with it, because a lot of times we have physical pain, it's connected to our emotional stuff that we went through. Like if you went through a lot of trauma, you went through a lot of abuse, you went through a lot of bullshit, and you have a lot of pain, it's probably because of the bullshit. So when you do something like this, it's an opportunity to get it off of you, to like, get it away. I'm going to clear this off. I'm going to dance it off. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to get it out. And that's why sometimes there's people who literally like all crazy. And then sometimes people have maybe more of like I want to embody my feminine energy, or I want to manifest more confidence, or I want to be more abundant with something, or I want to figure out what my purpose is, or I just want to go within and figure out what message my soul wants to tell me right now. So I'm going to connect with my I am presence, or I'm going to connect with my guides, and I'm going to receive whatever it is I need to receive. If it's a certain topic that I want to receive in, I would set that intention. And all you've got to do to set your intention is think it, like that's basically, I'm setting my intention, thought, there we go, like there it is. We don't have to make a huge deal out of things. I feel like everybody out in the world is going to have their own version of these things too. So there's like shamanic trance dance, and then there's like tantric trance dance, and then there's like different variations of them too. Like some people do like a certain one, and they are a bunch of people together, all blindfolded, and they're just like, it's almost like a mosh pit type of feel, but they can't see each other, so they're like kind of far away. And then there's like the ones that are more so like maybe one person's dancing and the other people watch, so it's like almost like a performance. And I really think it just depends on probably you, like where you resonate with, because everybody is like gravitated towards where they're like gonna go. Like we're all like, oh, I think that's a person that I kind of jive with. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna listen to that, and I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna stay there, and I'm good here. Maybe it's out of my comfort zone, but like it's not so far in my comfort zone. Like, or these people are like on my level of discomfort I can handle. So it just depends on that. And if you find a teacher that you really like, yeah, like this is an awesome teacher, like I love what they're saying, then you're going to want to probably stay with that person, and whatever they teach for what they're doing is probably what you would end up doing. But then there's the people out there who are like, well, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to break off, and I'm going to go do this other version of it, and I'm going to call it blah, blah, blah. And that's how everything in this world is. Like, I feel like there's like a couple classes of people. There's people who, like, you know, go to things other people created and are like, yep, I'm going to do this because somebody else created it. I'm going to stick to it. And this is how it's done. And this is the only way it can be done. And I'm good with that. And that's okay. And then there's the other people who actually create the things that other people come to and are like constantly breaking out of the boxes and are like, let me do this way because it's better this way. Or I want to do it this way. Because we wouldn't have anything if we didn't have those people who do that. Because I know I'm one of those people who's like, I'm going to do that thing that I just kind of thought of and see what happens, and it's like usually pretty good. So I keep doing those things and it keeps getting better. So don't ever limit yourself by going to somebody else and being like, oh, this is how you know, like, do what you feel guided to do. It's spiritual, it's intuitive, it's whatever you feel guided to do. So if you feel like just sitting, like, because there's people sometimes will just like lay on the floor with the music going and they maybe move a little bit. Or there's people like that say that you got to do it through certain sets. Like, you got to do the shaking, and then you got to do the like wobbling, and then you got to do the stillness and all these steps. But for me, when I do anything, I'm pretty much channeling all the time. And that's kind of what this is. It's reaching an altered state of consciousness. That's what the shamans do. We reach altered state of consciousness to access our, you know, guides, so that get to the other energies, to the other frequencies, so we can be into the invisible world, and we can see and touch and interact and communicate with the invisible world and the beings on the other side of the veil, so that we can get the answers, or we can heal the person, or we can find out what's going on that needs to be, you know, delivered as a message, or that needs to be channeled into meditation, or it needs to be danced, or it needs to be, you know, channeled into something I'm making. Like when I make my cards, when I make candles, when I make my blends, when I do like hands-on healing with people, when I do like actual trance channeling, when I'm just sitting and speaking with like a group of people. There's so many ways that I've tapped into that, and it is basically just a matter of how you get there the best way, because some people can go there very easily and some people need like something to get them there. Like plant medicine is one of the ways that people go into ceremony to reach an altered state of consciousness, to get these, you know, enlightened answers and have an enlightening experience. And then there are the people who maybe will just sit in meditation by themselves, and that's how they receive the best way. Or they play the steady beat of the drum, and, you know, that gets them there. Or they go into the sweat lodge and sweating gets them there. Or deprivation tanks get people there. There's many, many ways to reach another. Like for me, I end up like work, and then I don't sleep like normal. So sometimes I feel like it's a thing though. I feel like it's almost like they want me to stay awake, because then they can deliver to me energy or messages or something that they need to deliver. Because sometimes I get things that I later find that I'm like, I don't remember doing this, but I know I had to have done it, because it's like my handwriting is written to me, like from me, but it's like, hey, like some note I probably wrote at like 3 a.m. in the morning some night when I was like, you know, whatever, 2 days into no sleep. But that's an altered state of consciousness, and that's something that, like, you know, the different, you know, spiritual people of the times of the world would go, you know, fast somewhere, not eat for a few days, not sleep for a few days, basically just put themselves through this weird process, almost like torture to a human, but it's like breaking out of the human, you know. It's like you can't be like sitting around in your creature comforts and all, you know, physical world type of thing, all comfy cozy, and then reach this altered state of consciousness. So when you're on the brink of like, you know, I haven't slept in a couple of days, it's a little bit easier to slip into this other consciousness. You know, I noticed that like if I have stayed up for a little bit, I see more. like I see more stuff going on. And I just saw a thing like, you know, science is like, oh, you know, people who like are sleep deprived, they may have a tendency to be more apt to have like a certain chemical release in their brain that is associated with like psychosis and things like that. And it's basically like kind of what, you know, shamans get labeled as, is like the ones that are seeing shit. They're they're like, that's psychosis. And that's the thing, is like we have a 3D world and then we have a spiritual world. We have people who are like science and medicine decided to go very logical and just dismiss all of the spiritual, and then like the shamans are all spiritual, you know, they're all on the other side of that. So what we should have done is maybe, like, you know, brought a little bit of both into the thing, because yes, there is those chemicals releasing, but it doesn't mean this person's psychotic, you know, like those things are there for a reason. We can reach them for a reason. There's only 10% of our brain being used right now, so obviously, like, when we're doing these other things or tapping into this other stuff or utilizing these chemicals in our brain just by staying up for a few hours, I don't think it's like, you know, certifiable crazy. I think it's something that we can do to help us to connect with that part of ourselves. And there's a lot of stuff that happens here with things like, you know, our pineal gland is the main thing that produces DMT, which gives people that, like, boom, like crazy tripping, you know, seeing, all this stuff. It's basically like an acid in your brain. But because of the stuff in our water, like fluoride and things like that, we have our pineal glands calcified. A lot of us, like, they are all messed up. They're not working at their fullest potential because of everything that's, you know, bombarded to us through our food and through our water system and through just being here with all the chemicals and all the things that are put into the planet. So sometimes we wonder, why is that happening? Especially when there's a lot of like ancient ritualistic things or depictions of the pineal gland, you know, in ancient Egypt. Whenever you see like a pine cone, it's basically a representation of the pineal gland. The pineal gland looks like a little pine cone. It's inside your brain, little tiny thing. I think like in Egypt they have like the head cut open, and they have like, you'll see that thing, you know, that little gland in there. That's, you know, very potent energy to be awoke and to be connected and to have answers and guidance and messages from spirit. So this is one of the ways that we can kind of get that energy back into our lives, or start breaking out through that energy of being calcified. You can get rid of you know, like fluoride, like just instead of getting fluoride in your toothpaste, find one that's fluoride free. Be careful of what water you drink, because sometimes there's waters that have stuff right in it that's going to block that up. There's a lot of things you can do. Like, I would just Google, you know, like, I know there's people out there who sell like supplements and stuff like that. So if you really wanted to get into that, you could, you know, look into it and figure out what you want to do for that. But you can also do sun gazing. Like, sun gazing is another way for people to tap into that energy and decalcify their pineal gland and start seeing again. So basically, if you want to do trance dance, I end up doing this every time I do like a guided meditation, to a little bit of a degree, like, because I'm playing a bowl and because I'm doing other things, I'm not like full out dancing, but I end up rocking. When I do healing sessions, I end up rocking. I'm always rocking back and forth, so I'm always feeling the energy. I'm always in it, like flowing with it. But this is just more so like, I'm going to let it take me. I'm going to see where it goes, you know, and see what comes about. And that's all you really got to do. And if you feel, you know, like when I'm going to have, you know, an energy wave come down to relax you, because when we allow ourselves to relax, it's easier for us to sink deeper into an altered state of consciousness. So that's why a lot of meditations are like, relax, nice and slow, comfortable. And then when you get to that nice, deep, relaxed place, and you're letting go of all these, you know, things in your body, and you're feeling stuff, and you're letting that kind of just release, you're in a more open place to reprogram the stuff that's in your mind or your subconscious that could be sabotaging your life, that could be blocking you from abundance, that could be keeping you in, you know, some horrible situation that you don't want to be in. So it's good to do this stuff to become aware, first of all, like, what is wrong with me? Like, or like, where am I not kind of like showing up all the way? And you might already have an idea of like, you know what, like I keep, having this issue with like relationships, or I keep having this issue with money, keep having this issue with like, authority, whatever it is. There's probably a reason for it. Probably comes from either childhood or trauma or a past life, whatever. Like if you can't figure it out from this life, it may be another life, but it can also be passed down through your ancestors. Sometimes we are so, like, we've come through so far. There's so many people that have been here, so many things that have happened on this planet, that it's like there's no way that you're coming in here unscathed, okay? Because we have cellular memories, we have DNA, we have cells, and all these things that are getting passed down to us, genetics. And if like anybody in your family history before you had some shit go down, that's coming down to you. So you get to be the one that clears it. If they didn't, and I don't think too many people were running around like, let me do some trance dancing and clear this out real quick. Like they were not at that point. They weren't, we've been evolving consciously. So it's your opportunity to break out of those things. So you could set that intention too. Like if you don't know what you want to do, basically just set the intention to receive whatever you need to receive and to release whatever you need to release. I'm going to put some music on that's kind of like, oh my goodness, 111. Every time I do anything, it's like, hey. So, hold on. Got to put the music on, and what I will do is I'll have like the music on in the beginning, getting kind of like acclimated to it, and I'll do a little bit of a like guided thing so you can calm your energy and bring that wave of energy into the crown and down through your body, all over you, and like all down into your toes and everything. So every part of your body is nice and relaxed, open and receptive, and feel it. Just allow, and maybe even if you want to play music where you are, because the beat and the energy of the music itself is also very potent within these things. So I'm already like back and forth. But yeah, you could play music if you like, anything you want. You could just look up Shamanic Trance Dance and see if there's a song that resonates for you. Allow yourself to relax. We invite the energy, the frequency, the light that is needed at this time. And a wave of energy is coming down from the I Am Presence, from the angels and archangels, the ascended masters, multi-dimensional beings, Creator, the Source, sending this frequency down into the crown. Allow the crown to expand open. Invite that wave of energy to expand your mind. Let go of any tension. Let go of any stress. Let go of any worries. Expanding your mind. Allow your energy to connect and allow your third eye to begin to see. You may see colors, frequency. Allow more and more of this energy to come in and to wash over you and your head, the back of your head, your forehead, over your ears, washing away any stress, taking away any tension, allowing you to be present in your body, in the energy, sinking deeper and deeper into comfort and peace. Feel your body begin to move, your energy moving in harmony with your body, however it wants to be expressed. How little or big your moves will be is up to you and the energy. As the wave continues down to the throat, breathe. Any fear, any doubt, any illusion, clear it out. Bring the wave of energy into your neck. And relax. Feel all the muscles of your upper back letting go. And your chest. Fill your heart with that wave of energy. Feel all the love and all the peace, the comfort, filling you up, radiating it out, flowing down into your organs, into your belly, into your back, along your sides. Any pain, any stuck energy, remove it. Okay, pull it out. Or release it from within, sending more waves to wherever it may be. Pulling more and more of the energy into you through your crown. Seeing more and more with your third eye. Or feeling more with your senses. Bringing more of your truth, your authenticity, that energy, that frequency into your throat. Feeling confident to speak your truth. And filling the heart with even more compassion and love for yourself. Making room for those who want to love you. solar plexus, confidence, strength. Your lower back. Down into the root and the foundation. Feeling safe, secure, provided for. Down into your thighs. Bring that wave all through your body. More and more relaxed. More expansive. Seeing more, feeling more, being more. Bring that energy down to your knees. Down your calves, down into your ankles and your feet. If you have any pain, any discomfort, any tension, bring your awareness to that place. And ask, what is it connected to? Ask to release it. Bring a new wave of energy down into the space full of unconditional love, full of light, full full of everything that is needed to make it right, to release pain, to balance and harmonize, to let go of what no longer serves. Allow that fullness to wash over you, the entirety of the wave of energy. Any other places in your body that feel stuck? Any pain, any tension, any anger, any frustration, any sadness, any grief? Allow the wave to wash over you and ask what it's connected to. Trust your intuition knows. Could be something you completely forgot about. Mana, be nice. Mana, be nice. Mana. He's a big fat man. He's a big fat wiener, big fat wiener. You're so heavy. So, that is Trance Dance, and I definitely feel tranced. Whenever I do like a guided meditation or something, when I come back, it's like hard to open my eyes. And that's how it feels right now. So, hopefully some of you will enjoy trance dancing. It's really not hard. Don't have to think about it too much. Just the less you think, the better it'll probably be. And just find the right music that you want to listen to. Some like mixing it up sometimes is good, because you might want to start slow and then move fast and then move slow, whatever you want to do, whatever feels right to you. But I just like searched on YouTube like shamanic trance dance music, and there's tons of it, so whatever one you find that makes you feel good will be good. But I am gonna go, and I'm not sure exactly what the next thing is for Alcyone Light Healing, but it won't take us long now, because I was just like so resistant to doing this video for kind of obvious reasons. I'm like, I don't really want to go do that, but whatever. So I finally got the courage to do it, and I did it, and it's over. So now we can move on. And I will have help soon with my stuff. They're starting February 10th. They're being trained right now, like on all the things that I use, and I'm being trained on how to like talk to them and have them do things appropriately, so I don't waste my time with them. And yeah, been figuring that out, running the memberships, doing a lot of like live calls and a lot of activations and just a lot of stuff. So it's like I haven't really had time to post in every place, but I think having that person help will make a big difference. So I'll be back, and I won't be taking forever to make the next thing. And then when we go into the next level, we're going to be doing tarot. Not like full on, like, hey, let me teach you everything. Like, I'm probably going to do like a tarot course that is more, like this is exactly, like, let's get deeper into it. But I'm basically going to go over what the tarot is, like what the cards are, just like the basics, so people have an understanding of it a little bit more, because sometimes it's just so big and vast, it's like, overwhelming to people. But it's really not, once you realize like, oh, it's broken down into this and this and this, it makes it easier. And then after that, the last level is only basically activations. It's activations to connect with like the Alcyone energy or the Pleiadian energy, activations for Andromeda, Arcturus, Lyra, Sirius, Vega, all of them, because before you go, like, I want you to be able to decipher the different energies. Because when I have people come to me and they're like, hey, like, how do I find out my origin? There's certain energies that people carry that can feel very Syrian, or can feel very Lyran, or can feel very Pleiadian. But sometimes they have it like right on the surface. Sometimes you will get to know them and see it. Sometimes it's like in their name for some reason. Like for me, things are weird. Like I just see a person's name, I see a little sticker of their head, and I'm like, you're a soul family, I know you. And it's only to certain sticker heads, it's not everybody. So I don't know, I have like this weird thing that I just kind of pick the people out. But sometimes people come to me that are star seeds, and I can't, like, I don't pick up on them specifically as to like who they are exactly. Like I have an inkling, but some people come and I'm like, oh my god, you're this. Like there was a guy that came to get a healing once, and like I touched his head and my vision turned purple. I'm like, oh my god, it's Arcturian. It's like Arcturian vision. But I knew he was Arcturian before I even like put my hand on him. And he finally admitted that like later. Like he was like, I'm an Arcturian. I'm like, yeah, I know. I told you that for like years. And the thing that swayed him was an article of like 20 characteristics. Sure this. I'm like, you don't believe me? You don't believe the Arcturian vision? Like, people are weird. But I've had a lot of people come to me who are starseeds that seem to be like of, you know, that frequency and energy. Not everybody, but a lot of people are. So if you feel that you might be a starseed, go to the characteristics videos and see which one resonates for you. You may resonate with more than one because you could be from more than one place. Lyra was first. They were the ancient ones, so a lot of times we'll have Lyra as like our ancient ancestor, or, you know, some level connected to them. They seeded a lot of the other places here and Earth. Or sometimes we'll have Pleiadian and Sirian, or we'll have, you know, Andromedan and like whatever. Like there's Avian. There's I haven't done the Avian video actually. I should do that. I need to do an Avian one. I need to do an Orion one. But like right now there's Lyra and Vega together. Sirius, Pleiadian, Andromedan, Arcturian, and those are the ones that are the most common that I run into, or like, you know, resonate with my stuff. So if that one of those feels right to you, go check it out. But at the end of level 7, you will have tapped into all of those individual frequencies. You'll know what they feel like, you know, oh, this is Andromedan energy, oh, this is Arcturian energy, oh, this is this. And that way when you see other people or connect with other people, do other things, activations and stuff, you know, or channel activations, you'll be able to pull in the right frequencies and energies to bring in those specific ones, but also to recognize those specific ones if they were to just show up in the middle of something. Like I'm doing a meditation and oh my god, there's all of a sudden something here. But in Munay Namaste.